Hello, welcome to Yoga at the Benninghofen House. Our practice today is dedicated to gratitude and being grateful for the blessings that you have. In these uncertain times, it's easy to get sad or be kind of down about things that we're missing out on. And practicing gratitude can help shift your perspective towards the positive things in your life. And practicing gratitude regularly can help attract more positive things into your life to be grateful for. So we'll start seated in a nice tall seat, grounding down into your sitting bones, lifting up in your spine, shoulders up, back, and down. Crown of the head is lifting up tall. Starting to watch the breath. We're going to practice our deep Ujjayi ocean breath. So we'll practice it with an open mouth. So we'll inhale through the nose and we'll say H-A out of the mouth. Again, inhale through the nose. Now we'll inhale ha through the mouth and exhale through the mouth. Now we'll continue breathing like that, but we'll close the mouth. We call it ocean breath because it makes the sound like the ocean. And that sound is calming. And you can connect with it during your practice to help you connect back with your breath. And what's happening is the back of your throat is constricting a little to enable you to take fuller breaths and to enable you to kind of shoot the air down more forcefully. It's kind of like if you're ever watering your garden with a hose, you just put your thumb over the end and the water shoots out. It's kind of like what's happening with the air in the back of our throat. So it helps us take these full quality, deep belly breaths. So you can close your eyes, connect to the sound of your ocean breath. Letting go of any thoughts, any stresses, any worries, making a space in your day to let go all of that. Focus inward. Starting to deepen the breath. On the inhale, the belly expands. On the exhale, the belly contracts. We're going to bring one hand to our belly and one hand up to our chest. On the inhale, we're going to breathe into our belly first. Belly expands. Then keep breathing in, filling your lungs all the way up so that your chest lifts. Then on the exhale, go in the opposite direction. Chest falls, belly squeezes in. Inhale, belly. Chest. Exhale, chest. Belly. Bringing into your mind something or someone that you are grateful for. Visualizing in your brain and feeling how it feels in your heart. Imagine on the inhales, your heart is filling up with love for this person or thing and expanding out into the world, expanding out to your loved ones, expanding out to anybody who needs some love. Then on the exhale, imagine this love shining into you. hands back down to your knees, continuing with your deep ocean belly breaths. On the inhales, thinking thank, and on the exhales, thinking you. Just thanking the universe for all of your blessings, even for just the ability to be taking these deep breaths right now. Joining your hands at heart center and setting an intention of gratitude for your practice today. Planting a seed. So that we might cultivate an attitude of gratitude in our everyday lives. Bringing your hands down to your knees, blinking your eyes open, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to start to warm up the neck. So first we're just going to drop our chin down toward our chest, lifting up tall, dropping the shoulders down and feeling the length in the back of the neck. And then we're just going to roll, do some little half rolls, inhaling the left ear over to the left shoulder, dropping the right shoulder down. Exhale the chin back to the chest, inhaling the right ear over to the right shoulder, moving with your breath. And then the next time your chin is at your chest, bringing your hands up to your neck with your fingertips, giving a little massage, feeling around, exploring where your neck is at this morning. Does it feel different on one side than the other? Kind of move up with your massaging to your head, whatever feels good. And then we'll find some full rolls with the support of our hands. You can keep the massage going, whatever feels good. And then changing directions. Bringing the hands to the shoulders, we'll find some little shoulder rolls in one direction. Deep breaths, waking up the body, and then going the other way. We're going to inhale the arms open wide. And then exhale the left arm across, and then the right arm hooks around, pulling your arm towards you, dropping your shoulders down, stretching out this left shoulder. Deep breaths. On your next inhale, open wide. And then exhale the right arm across and the left arm hooks. On the exhales, pulling the arm in a little more. On your next inhale, open your arms wide, and then exhale your hands together at your heart. We're just going to find some little wrist moves here. So we'll dive forward with our hands, then roll the backs of your hands together, then palms face you, and then back to Namaste, hands at the beginning. So forward roll. Again, listening to your wrist, making this your own. You can go at the speed that feels good to you. This is kind of the juicy part right here. So feeling that nice little stretch of your wrists. And then we're going to go the other way. Palms face towards you, dive towards yourself, roll them around, and then back to the beginning. And then interlacing your fingers, we're just going to roll the wrists around. And then going the other way. And then just grabbing the opposite wrist and just kind of massaging, rolling and massaging it. Letting that go. All right, sitting up nice and tall. We're going to inhale the arms up. Exhale over to the left. Left hand comes to the floor. Right hand stretching up, breathing all the way through the fingers. Deep breaths to the belly. Looking up. Keeping that right hip on the floor. Inhale in the center. Exhale to the other side. Dropping the left shoulder back, working the chest open to the ceiling. Inhale up to the center. On the exhale, the left arm comes across to the right knee, the right arm behind the back, twisting to the right. So sitting up nice and tall, crown of the head is reaching up to the ceiling. On the exhales, gripping with your hand and twisting the air out of you. On your next inhale, reaching tall in the center, and then exhaling to the other side. Right arm comes across, twisting to the left. We'll be doing a variety of twisting today. It's healthy for the spine. It's healthy for our internal organs to get a little massage. On your next inhale, unwind, reach tall. Exhale the arms down, clasping your hands behind you, opening up in the chest, shrugging your shoulders back and down, lifting tall, looking up, deep breaths, breathing to the belly. Keep breathing all the way up until your chest lifts, then exhale, chest falls, belly squeezes. On your next inhale, unclasp the hands, reach tall, and then exhale, folding forward. All the way, relaxing your head and neck, relaxing your jaw. Walking your hands back towards you. We'll find some movements to wake up the spine. So we're going to find some cows and cats shape with our back. So inhale, leaning forward, arching back, looking up, full breath in. Exhale, belly button towards the spine, chin to chest, rounding forward. Moving with your breath, inhaling forward, exhaling back. And on your next inhale, we're going to start spiraling the spine around. Inhaling at the front, exhaling at the back. You can go fast or slow, big or small, making this your own. And the next time you're at the front, we'll reverse and go in the opposite direction. And then sitting up nice and tall, taking a breath, seeing how you feel. And then making our way to table on our hands and knees. In table, checking that your knees are under your hips in the back, your wrists are under your shoulders in the front, your fingers are spread wide. Just kind of leaning around into all four corners of your table and grounding down. And then coming to a still table, we'll find some cows and cats. So on the inhale, spine drops down, shoulders roll up, tailbone rolls up, head looks up, full breath in. Exhale, belly button going to the spine, head drops, tail drops. Full breath out. Get all the air out so that when you breathe in again, it's going to be all fresh air. Moving with your breath. And then coming to a neutral spine, so using your belly muscles to hold your table flat. Now lift up the right leg in the back and the left arm in the front, like you're shaking somebody's hand. So with the parts that are still on the floor, your right hand and your left leg, ground down into both of those, and then extend out through the raised hand and the foot. On your inhales, try to stretch your hand and your foot towards the opposite sides of the room. For balance, picking a spot that's directly below your face to stare at and focus on so that you can balance. One more inhale, reach. And then exhale back to table, one cow and one cat. To reset the spine. And then back to table. We'll get that on the other side. So we're going to extend the left leg out and back and the right hand out in front. Ground down onto the parts on the floor. Find your spot to stare at under your face. And then inhaling, stretch long. Try to get longer. One more deep breath. And then exhale back to table. A cow and a cat. And then send your cat back, hips to heels, forehead to the floor, coming down in child's pose. Taking some deep breaths here. If it's more comfortable for you in child's pose, you can open up your knees a little bit. Breathing deep to the belly and feeling the low back expand. Feeling your heart beating, feeling grateful. A few more breaths here. On your next inhale, coming back to table. So we're going to connect those last moves that we did together into a flow with the breath. So we're going to inhale cow. Exhale cat. Inhale the left arm, right foot up and out. Reach long. Exhale it down. Inhale up the right arm, left foot. I like to wiggle my fingers and toes just to kind of breathe all the way out through. Exhale it down. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. Send the cat back to child's pose. 2 breaths here. On your next inhale, coming forward to table. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. Inhale the left arm, right foot. Exhale it down. Inhale the right arm, left foot. Exhale it down. Inhale cow. Exhale cat. Send it back to child's pose. 2 breaths. So we're doing bird dog, lifting the opposite arm and foot. It's a back strengthener. Helping us to undo the hunching that we do in the world, helping our posture to be straight. We're going to do it one more time. So coming forward to table. Inhale cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale the left arm, right foot. Exhale it down. Inhale the right arm, left foot. Exhale it down. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Back to child's pose once more. 2 breaths. Then on your next inhale, coming back to table, we're going to curl our toes under in the back and just feel the stretch in your toes. So we're going to flow a couple times between cow and down dog. So inhale, cow. Exhale, lifting up and back towards downward dog. Inhaling cow. Exhaling downward dog. One more time. And exhale up and back to downward dog. In the front, your fingers are spread wide, pushing the floor away. You can just pedal out the legs here, bending one knee at a time. Walking your dog. Feeling the length between your hands and your armpits. Feeling the length between your heels and your tail. Feeling the length in the whole back body. Looking forward between your hands, walking your feet forward, coming towards the top of your mat into a forward fold. Once we get there, swaying back and forth a couple times. Then hanging out for a few breaths in this inversion, releasing your head and neck, saying no with your head, saying yes with your head, kind of shaking your head out so your neck is relaxed, relaxing your jaw. You can either leave your arms hanging long or you can grab opposite elbows. Just kind of dangling here. Bringing your hands to your shins, coming up halfway lift, taking the bump out of your back, shrugging your shoulders back, feeling the crown of your head and your tailbone reaching towards opposite sides of the room. You can flex your toes up just to make sure your legs are nice and active, and then try to put your toes down one toe at a time. Can you? Can you go pinkies, ring finger toe? Is that a thing? It's hard to do. I have no control. One more deep breath in. Exhale, releasing back into the fold. Hands on your shins, coming up halfway. Exhale, fold. One more time, coming up halfway. Deep breath in. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the sides, coming all the way up. Reaching tall, little back bend, and then exhaling your hands to your heart, standing tall in mountain. So feet are hips width apart, feeling all 4 corners of your feet, so leaning back onto your heels, feeling both sides of the heels, leaning forward onto the toes, rocking onto the pinky side and the big side, grounding down. Base of your mountain is solid and strong. Pulling in your legs, tucking your tailbone down, shoulders up, back, and down. Crown of the head is lifting tall. Feeling grateful for all of the parts contributing to your strong and tall mountain pose. And we will flow with our breath. So dropping the arms down, inhaling, reaching up tall. Watch the palms come together. Exhale, leading with the heart, swan dive forward. Hands on your shins, inhaling up halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the sides, coming all the way up. Exhale your hands to your heart. Again, sweeping the arms down, inhaling them up, watching the palms come together. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the sides, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Adding on, sweeping the arms down, inhaling them up. Exhale, folding forward. Hands on your shins, inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold and step back to downward dog. Deep breath in. Exhale to table. Walk your hands forward a little bit. Shift your hips forward into half plank. 2 deep breaths here. On the exhales, pulling your belly in tight, strengthening your core. On your next exhale, with your elbows hugged in, down slowly, giving your arms a little work. We're going to move our hands forward with our elbows under our shoulders for Sphinx. Tightening up your legs in the back, tucking your tailbone down. We're going to drop our head down. Feel the stretch in the back of the neck. Inhale, head looks up. Exhale, dropping the head gently down. Inhale, the head looks up. So it's kind of like a cow-shaped back. Exhale, kind of forward fold, cat-shaped back. One more time, we're going to inhale it up and hold in Sphinx. Lifting up from your shoulders, so shoulders are shrugging down, so you're not collapsing into your neck. Legs are active and strong. Deep breaths to the belly. Feeling the belly pressing on the floor. One more inhale, go up a little higher. And then exhale the whole body down. Bring your hands under your shoulders. Press back to table. Curl your toes under. Inhale, cow. Exhale, up and back to downward dog. Looking forward in between your hands, stepping forward to the fold, releasing here. Hands on your shins, inhaling up halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the sides, coming all the way up, energy in your fingers. Exhale, your hands to your heart. One full breath in and out. Feeling grateful. Thinking thank you. Dropping the arms down, inhaling them up, watching the palms come together. Exhale, leading with your heart, forward fold. Hands on your shins, coming up halfway. Exhale, bringing your hands to the floor and stepping your left foot back and catching the high lunge. So catching the high lunge, we're balanced on our back toes, extending out through that back heel. In the front, checking that your ankle is under your knee. You don't want the knee going past the foot. So if it is, just scooch it forward a little bit, finding your deep breath. On the exhales, sinking the hips down, feeling that left hip starting to open up. On your next exhale, bring the back knee down. Uncurl the toes, low lunge. So making that back leg and hip nice and strong and tight. We're going to bring our hands up to our hips, shrugging the shoulders up, back and down, crown of the head lifting towards the ceiling. In the front, you're especially pushing with your heel, so you could lift up your toes if you wanted. Try to put them down one at a time if you wanted. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, sinking in the hips. Inhale, reach, breathing through your fingers, trying to touch the ceiling. Exhale, sink. Inhale, reach. On the exhale, your left arm comes across, hand grabs the knee, right hand comes to your hip, twisting to the right. On the inhales, crown of the head reaching towards the ceiling. On the exhales, twisting a little more. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, slowly untwisting, bringing your hands back to the floor, curling your back toes under and stepping back with your front leg to downward dog. Deep breath in. On the exhale, coming to table, uncurling the toes, walking your hands forward, shifting your hips forward to half plank. You could always do a full plank if you're feeling motivated. On the exhales, focusing on that core, getting tighter. On your next exhale, with elbows hugged in, lowering down slowly to the floor. This time we're going to keep our hands under our shoulders for Cobra. So shrugging your shoulders, back away, spreading your fingers wide on the floor, active legs in the back, tuck your tailbone down. We're going to inhale, pushing in our hands and coming up. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. And the next one we'll hold, shrugging your shoulders back, hugging your elbows in, legs are active, looking up, feeling your belly pressing on the floor with the inhales. Feeling your spine curving. One more inhale, go up a little higher. And exhale the whole body down, pushing your hands back to table. Curl your toes. Inhale, cow. Exhale, down dog. On your next inhale, we're going to step the left foot forward. You can grab your foot and bring it up there, catching the high lunge on the other side, extending out through the right heel in the back, sinking the hips down, finding your breath. On your next exhale, gently lowering your back knee down, uncurl the toes, low lunge. Making that back leg and hip strong, bringing your hands to your hips. Shrugging your shoulders up, back, and down. Lifting up in the crown of the head, pushing with the heel in the front. Inhaling the arms up. Exhale, sink in the hips. Inhale, reach. Exhale, sink. Inhale, reach. The exhale, right hand comes across to the knee. Left hand comes to the hip. Twisting to the left. Deep breaths here. One more deep breath in. Bringing your hands back to the floor, curling your back toes under and pushing off to come forward into the fold, releasing your head. Hands on your shins, coming up halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the sides, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart, standing tall in mountain. We're going to do one more round with some warriors. Drop the arms down, inhale them up. Watch the palms come together. Exhale, folding forward, hinging at the hips. Hands on your shins, inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Put your hands on the floor and step back with your left foot. And with that back left foot, pivot your foot to set up for warrior. And in the front, you want your heel in line with your arch in the back. So set your feet up first, set your foundation, and then bring your hands up to your hips. And then adjust the foundation if necessary. You never want your knee going past your foot, but you could go a little forward with the front foot. We're going to send the right arm out in front and the left arm out in back for warrior 2. You're looking out over your front fingers, checking that your fingers and your toes and your knee in the front are all lined up. So if your knee's coming in a little, just move it in line with your toes. Inhales, reaching your hands apart. Exhale, sinking in the hips. Putting weight in the back edge of your back foot, anchoring you down. Flipping your front hand over, back hand comes down to the leg, inhaling the front arm up for reverse warrior. On the inhales, breathing all the way through the fingers, stretching your whole side body. Deep breaths. One more deep breath in, and then exhale, cartwheeling the arms back to warrior 2. We're going to shift forward over the front leg, so shift as far as you can, then bend the arm and bring it to your knee. Back arm comes straight up. So reaching, trying to touch the ceiling. On the exhale, sinking in the hips. Scraping those top fingers along the ceiling to open up your chest. Dropping your left shoulder back. Deep breaths. One more deep breath in. On the exhale, bringing both hands to the floor on either side of the foot, stepping back with your front foot to downward dog. Deep breath in. Exhaling to table. Walking your hands forward, shifting your hips forward, half plank. On your next exhale, with arms hugged in, lowering down slowly. So we've been doing back bends here, and we've done Sphinx, and then we did Cobra. So the next one's going to be upward facing dog, and it's the deepest one we've done. So feel free to do Sphinx again or Cobra if you choose. But you're going to just move your hands back in line with your chest. Legs are active. Tucking your tailbone down. We'll flow and then hold it. So we're just going to push down in our hands and inhale up to upward dog, where your shoulders are above your wrists and your hips are lifting off the floor. Exhale it down. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. One more time and we'll hold it. Upward dog. So shrugging your shoulders down so you can lift up and not sink down in your shoulders. Legs are active. Deep breaths to the belly. One more deep breath in. And on the exhale, coming down, pushing with your hands back to table. Tucking your toes under. Inhale, cow. Exhale, downward dog. On your next inhale, we're going to step forward with our left foot in between our hands to set up for warrior. So the back foot pivots. So your feet are perpendicular with the front heel lined up with the arch of the back foot. And then bring your hands up. Then make any other adjustment with the knee going past the foot. You feel free to sink down a little more. Then the left arm out front, the right arm out back, looking over your front fingers, lining up your fingers and toes and knee, warrior 2. Inhale, reaching the hands apart. Exhale, sinking in the hips. Flipping the front hand over, bringing the back hand by the leg and inhaling, reverse warrior. Inhales, reaching tall, stretching. Exhale, sinking in the hips. One more deep breath in. Exhale, cartwheeling the arms back to warrior two. Shifting forward over the front leg, bending the front arm and bringing it to the knee. Back arm straight up to the ceiling, looking up at the hand. Inhale, reach tall. And then on the exhale, scraping the fingertips along the ceiling, opening up your chest, using the arm that's down on your knee to help kind of twist you a little further. Deep breaths here. One more deep breath in. And then on the exhale, bringing your hands back to the floor, pushing off your back foot, coming to the fold, releasing. Hands on your shins, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Arms out to the sides, coming all the way up. Exhale, your hands to mountains, standing tall, feeling proud, feeling grateful for all that great work you just did. Feeling your heart beating. Dropping the arms down, inhaling them up. Exhale, folding forward, hands to the floor. Step back to downward dog. Then bring your knees down to table. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Then coming to a neutral spine and table, we're going to send our right leg forward in between our hands. So finding that low lunge shape. Checking in the front that your ankle is under your knee. We're going to keep the left hand on the floor and extend the right arm up to the ceiling. So twisting in this low lunge, deep breaths. One more deep breath in, reach, and then exhale. Hands back down. We're going to bring both hands on the inside of the right leg for a hip opener called dragon. So you can take the right leg out a little bit. You can even lean the right leg open a little bit, like on the outside edge of the foot. We're trying to find a nice stretch in the hip. So this might be it. You might be feeling it right now. I know I am. Or you could try to go down. I like to use blocks here because I can't go all the way to the floor, but I can come down a little. So once you find your hip stretch, find your deep breath. On the inhale, send the air to wherever it's tight. On the exhale, feeling the tightness release. A few more breaths here. On your next breath, bringing your hands to the floor if they're not already there, bringing that front leg back, curling your toes under and just pressing up into a down dog to release that. And then we'll do it on the other side. So lowering back to table, sending your left foot forward in between your hands, finding that low lunge over here. Keeping the right hand on the floor, left hand spirals up. So on the right hand, you're pushing the floor away. Your left hand is lifting up. Deep breaths. One more inhale, reach. And then exhale, the arm back down. Bringing both arms on the inside of the left foot. Scooch the left foot out a little bit. Let it fall open, coming onto the edge, outside edge of the left foot, and then finding your dragon stretch for your hip over here. Lowering down, if you choose, connecting with your deep breath. Feeling grateful for whatever dragon shape your body's given you today. more breaths here. On your next breath, slowly coming out of it, bringing your front leg back, pushing up to our last down dog, letting that shape go. And then bringing your knees down and making your way onto your back and hugging your knees in, rocking them around, massaging your low back on the floor. We're going to keep our right knee hugged in and extend the left leg out long. On the exhales, squeezing the knee in. Now we're going to extend the right leg up for a stretch along the back of the leg. You can bring your left foot to the floor just to help you feel stable. You can grab anywhere along the back of the right leg, wherever it feels good. Then point and flex your foot, roll your ankle. Notice how it feels different in the stretch, whether you're pointing your foot or flexing it. When you're flexing it, try twisting the pinky toe towards your face. Feel that rotation stretch. Bringing the right ankle to the left knee. We're going to do one more hip stretch here, lifting both legs and grabbing around the back of the left leg, hugging it in, finding a good stretch here for your hip. So you could hug it in more or let it out. If your hip is not there at all, you could just let your leg all the way down and stretch your leg out like that, pushing on your right knee. You could try straightening the bottom leg, grabbing around the front of the left shin. Once you find it, find your deep breaths, and on the exhales, letting go more. Making peace with the shape. Using your breath to do so. And then thinking thank you about the whole process. On your next exhale, release your foot back to the floor, but keep your right leg up. Bring your arms to cactus. Deep breath in. On the exhale, drop both legs to the left. Head looks to the right. Into a gentle twist. So this should feel good. Scooch it around in any way. And then connecting with your breath. On your next inhale, slowly unwinding, hugging your knees back in, rocking them around. And we'll get that on the other side. So keeping your left knee hugged in, extend your right leg out. Bringing your right foot to the floor for support and extending your left leg up. Point and flex your foot, roll your ankle. Bringing the left ankle to the right knee, lifting both legs, grabbing behind the right leg, finding your hip stretch on the other side. Sending deep breaths to wherever it's tight. On your next exhale, release your hands, release the foot back to the floor, and bring your arms up to cactus, bent up by your ears. Deep breath in. On the exhale, drop both legs to the right, head looks to the left, finding your nice twist, finding your deep ocean breath, connecting to the sound. Feeling grateful for the ocean breath and for the ocean itself also. On your next inhale, slowly unwind, hug your knees back in, rock them around. We're going to bring our feet to the floor and then let our knees fall open with the soles of our feet together. So butterfly in your legs. And then we'll bring one hand to our belly and one hand to our heart. Feeling your breath, filling your belly, feeling your chest lift. Exhaling chest and then belly. Bringing your hands to the sides of your legs and helping your knees together, and then hugging them in one more time. Getting ready to go into our final relaxation pose, Shavasana, our final rest pose, where all of the good work from our practice can be incorporated and settle down into our soul. So anything that you need to do to make yourself more comfortable, feel free. And then we're going to extend our legs out long, separating your legs equal distant from your midline. You can take up as much space as you want here, so they can be as wide as feels good. Arms out to your sides with your palms facing up. Shrug your shoulders down away from your ears. Rock your head back and forth a couple times. And then lining up your nose with your navel. Scanning your body to see if there's any remaining tension anywhere, and with each exhale, letting it flow out. Relaxing the muscles in your face, relaxing your forehead, relaxing your jaw, swallowing to relax your throat. Feeling your shoulders, relaxing down away from your ears, relaxing your arms. Your fingers are nice and relaxed and curled up. Relaxing your belly and all your internal organs. Relaxing your hips, top of your legs, knees, calves and shins. Relaxing your ankles and your feet, all your toes. Feeling all the places where the floor is supporting you, sinking down, letting go. As you continue to breathe slowly and deeply, let your attention rest gently on your breath, feeling the movement as it enters and exits your body. Each time you exhale, Let go of any tension. On your next exhale, settle your attention to the area around your heart. Focus on the feelings of love, compassion, empathy, forgiveness. With your attention on your heart center, bring to mind something or someone you are grateful for. As you continue with your easy, relaxed breathing, perhaps you feel gratitude for being alive, being healthy. Perhaps you are grateful for the abundance of nature that produces food to nourish your body and beautiful scenery to nourish your soul. Bring your attention to people who truly nourish you in your life and how they bless you with their presence. Feel gratitude for your own life and the many gifts you have been blessed with. Now bring your attention to how this gratitude feels in the area around your heart. With each inhale, let this feeling grow outwards, expanding to fill your chest, your arms, hands, legs, and feet. With each inhale, this feeling grows, filling you up. With each exhale, relax even more. We'll remain here, and when it's time to come back, you'll hear 3 chimes. Exhale, relax. Finding gentle movements in your fingers and toes. Rocking your head back and forth from side to side. Deepening your breath. Stretching your hands overhead and your feet in the opposite direction. Slowly making your way onto your right side, curled up. Taking a few breaths here in transition, feeling how relaxed you feel, feeling grateful for your practice. Pushing down with your top hand and helping yourself up to a tall, comfortable seat, keeping your eyes closed and your focus inward. Feeling how relaxed you feel, promising yourself you're going to keep some of this relaxation with you. Knowing with a few deep, mindful, ocean belly breaths, you can feel this whenever you want. Joining your hands at heart center, releasing your intention, knowing the seeds have been planted towards becoming your best self. Remembering to think thank you with every breath. And thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.